Hello, this is Carlos Garcia. Welcome back to my YouTube channel on this Monday morning. Um, the lesson I'm going to speak today, it can or it may not be a Satan corrosion attack, depending on how you want to look at it. This is going to be more harm for you. Or as you look at it. But I decided to title the message Perfect Interpretation. And let's get on to more detail before you're like, what is that? How or when or what? I'm so confused. I don't want that. So let's get in there. This is another experience that I have had, and I might be only out of a few that have encountered this. Today's teaching comes from Matthew, and it comes from the following passages, 15 through 20. So, chapter 7, verse 15 through 20. Beware of false prophets who come to you in sheep's clothing, but inwardly are ravenous wolves. You will recognize them by their fruits. Are grapes gathered from thornbushes or figs from thistles? So every healthy tree bears good fruit, but the diseased tree bears bad fruit. A healthy tree cannot bear bad fruit, nor can a diseased tree bear good fruit. Every tree that does not bear good fruit is cut down and thrown into the fire. Thus you will recognize them by their fruits. So the question for today is, have you ever thought somebody was good as they say, but doesn't turn out like you thought they were because they said they go to church? And I really want y'all to think about that question. I am not saying people are bad or good. It's the choices we make that make us who we are. Also, the imperfect people go to church. If people were perfect, then we would not need Christ. Just because a person says he or she goes to church doesn't mean they're free from problems. That kind of stuff actually happens to me before, which this did happen to me. In my earlier years of college, I was picked on by so many people. Some of those people went to college life with me. College life was the name of the ministry I was going to. As you probably guessed it, I was picked on due to my disability. At first, I did not think they would pick on me because they went to the ministry with me. But boy, I was wrong. My point here is not to assume someone is a good person because they go to church. Sometimes I think we can get distracted and use the church to assume some people are good, but they don't make good choices. I am not saying that churchgoers are bad people, rather than we can assume too high, like I did. Like in other words, I assumed too high and I should not have. People who think that way eventually will find themselves to be disappointed. So I'm saying, if you think everybody in the church will never disappoint you or never get you wrong, you're wrong and you will be disappointed. On the other hand, we can't go to church and pretend like nothing is wrong. Let's go back to my example. The guys who picked on me went to the church with me and pretended like nothing was wrong. In my case, I felt like I had to pretend like nothing was wrong because I felt like I couldn't trust anybody. This is what I am talking about. We can't pretend all is well at church, then all hell breaks loose at home or somewhere else. Even if we trick people, we can only go so far before they find out who we really are. Besides that, God knows who we really are. In reality, who are we fooling? God knows stupidity before we do. God knows our hearts. God knows all our issues. God knows all and sees all. The real question is, who are we fooling? So, I know I'm done with that. And let's go over it because this might have been a little short one, but I wanted to go over what I was saying. So, the first part is we as people. So when it happened to me in college, I had the assumption of all people were good, all people were nice and stuff. But apparently that is not the point, and we're all humans, we're gonna make mistakes and stuff. And it took me forever to realize that, but finally God showed me that not all people who they say they are. But on the other hand, we cannot be fake people at church. We have to be able to expose our problems. We have to not be shy. And sorry about the lighting, it's not that great. We got to be open-minded. We got to help people. Like our pastor said this past Sunday, the church ain't there to serve us. Yes, the church does serve us, but our main goal is, since we're people, that we gotta serve the church in order for things to move right. But we cannot be distracted with what other people think about us, because not everybody is going to get along in the church. But we should not assume that everybody is perfect at church, because no one is perfect at church. That's why we go to church, and that's why we need Jesus Christ. Because if we were all perfect, why would we need Jesus Christ in the first place? And then, like I said before, we can't be fake. We just have to be real with our emotions and tell somebody who we trust. I know it might take a while, but who we trust of what's going on in our lives. Well, this is Carlos Garcia speaking. If you like what you see, you like what you heard, hit the like button and then like notification, and turn the bell notifications on your phone so it will ding or whatever whenever a video pops up. Well, thank y'all for listening to me. Have a good week. God bless you.